Hello, my name is David Bizdak. I am the instructor for Philosophy 107 for the summer, and I want to do a real quick, brief tour of the Blackboard site just so you have a sense of where to go and what's what. I know a lot of different professors organize their material differently, and so I know that can cause confusion. So hopefully this will help. So to get to Blackboard, and presumably you're already there if you're watching this video, but just in case you're not, you're watching on somebody else's. Um, sorry, you can get there from the OCC homepage, right? This is the OCC homepage. Click on I am a current student, and you'll see all these links, important links come up over here. So you want to click on the one that says Blackboard. I'm already logged in, but what you'll see when you get to the screen is this. So click on this and it'll ask you for your Blackboard information. You just use your OCC username, password, that same that you use for email and stuff like that. Click login. You'll get to this screen that has my courses. These are the courses you're signed up for. For me, of course, are the courses where I'm the instructor. And we are in 107, section 301W, logic. So click on that. It'll bring you to the home page. And that's what this link over here will bring you to as well. I don't really do much with the home page, though. You can link to announcements. I don't really use tasks, so you won't see much in the way of due dates, but you will see like what's new. I don't use this much though, so the real main content links you're going to use here are the announcements and the modules. So if you click on announcements, you'll see right now I have a welcome announcement up, just information about the course, etc. But as you know, the summer progresses, as the week progresses, usually at the beginning of each week I'll post announcements. You can see these are sort of my last announcements from the last time I taught it, where I was talking about how I calculate grades and things like that. So the announcements are a good place to check in, especially at the beginning of the week. I do usually set the beginning of the week announcement to get sent out to your email. So if you don't have that set up to get announcements and from the Blackboard to your email, you might want to do that. The main link you're going to use here is the one called modules. This class is a module-based class. All a module is a chunk of the class. And for me, the modules are a week of the class. All right. So the week starts on Monday, ends on Sunday. You can work within that week within your own pace for the most part. There are some things I want you to do at different times, but for the most part, you can work at your own pace. Now you see when you click on modules at the top, there's this welcome. This is similar to the welcome announcement I just showed you. In case people miss the announcement, they'll get the welcome here. Course information will stay at the top of the modules, and that's where you'll find a lot of the main, the syllabus and the schedule are the two really important pieces of information. Most of the stuff below here is also on the syllabus. It's just listed separately, and sometimes I go into a bit more detail here. But some of the things are on the syllabus, like symbol substitutions, we'll talk about, things like that. So in your first week, or as you get logged into Blackboard, this course information folder, you should work your way through all the information in there and make sure, if you have any questions about any of that, you ask. Okay, so then also this introduction and get acquainted module. You see this is listed as number 0 because it's not really a content module. There's no logic in here. This is, again, just sort of getting into the course. And you'll see one of the requirements is to read all the course information. And then there's a get acquainted discussion where you'll post an introduction. I'll show you that in a second. You can see this starts on the go live date. So go live means the day that the website is accessible to students, which is Monday, May 25th. And the official start of class, though, is not till a week later on June 1st. You'll notice this introduction and get acquainted module stays open till the 7th, is available till the 7th. That's because of people who add late. for the most part, you should be doing this module, as early as possible, because like I said, it's not content. If you go inside, you'll see, again, this is your responsibilities. This is, again, a repeat. I do tend to repeat stuff that's important, or I put it in various places so you don't have to keep clicking all over to see. How to proceed through the module, some instructions for discussion. This is the get acquainted discussion. So everyone is supposed to post a sort of introductory post here. You can see mine's already there. When you do it, you click on this thing called create thread. The instructions, what I want you to post are here. And also you're supposed to greet to other classmates and respond to people who reply to you. So when you come in here, just put your name in the subject. Type your responses to these down here, and then click submit at the bottom. Submit. And that'll post your information. And that's general how to use discussion forums, because you'll see we'll be doing those a lot. So that's the introduction, get acquainted. You can see this isn't visible because I'm doing this video before May 25th, but it'll be visible. And then also this stuff over here won't be visible to you. Yours will look different. This is, again, because I'm an instructor. So your site might look slightly different. In fact, I can show you, but I wanted to show you this first content module. So this is the first content module, like logic stuff. You can see it starts from the first day of class, June 1st, goes to June 7th. Here's a summary of what to do in this module. You have to read, you have to do some homework exercises, and submit discussion posts. Okay. Now, in the module, I have the readings posted because I know some people might not have the textbook right away, and I don't want you to get behind. So if you don't have the textbook, you can download. These are just two different versions of the same thing. This one is friendly for people who use e-readers and stuff like that. Again, I won't do that every week, just for probably the first 2 weeks until everyone has their text. And again, you need to get that right away. This folder has homework drop boxes. All your exercises should be submitted. There's an instructions here if you've never submitted homework to drop boxes. But, for exercise 1.2, you'll click on here. This is the Dropbox. Now, the one thing to remember is that you can attach it as a file. So if you do that, you just click Browse Your Computer, and then you find the file and attach it. If you want to post it here, you can do it in this right submission area. And you can either just type, away right in this box, type your answers. Though I really don't recommend that because of the way Blackboard can sometimes kick out if you are inactive for a while, and you might lose work. But if you, say, typed your homework on a separate sheet and you can't attach it for some reason, you could copy and paste your stuff right in here. Right? Always in the submission area, because one of the mistakes people make is they try to post it here in the comments area. And if you do that, I can't read it because the comments area is this real narrow column. And if you try to post a whole bunch of stuff, it's not readable. So if you do that, I'll just ask you to resubmit it. So avoid that. If you're going to post stuff right in here, put it in the submission or, browse. And then submit down here. Don't forget to submit, because if you don't hit submit, it doesn't get submitted. So you see they're all labeled. And again, there's instructions here if you need a reminder of how to do that. Okay, so again, this is a content module. Reading. I usually have a repost of the responsibilities too. Homework drop boxes, video help. So for a lot of the chapters, I'll put videos kind of like this one, where I'll do some problems from the homework just to give you an idea of how to do them in case you're confused or stuck. Discussion forums. So usually there's 2 or 3 discussion forums you have to post to. The requirement is that you post at least once in each discussion forum, and that you have a total of 5 posts per week. All right. And now for some discussion forums, I'll give you like ideas or assignments. Here's what you should post, like this one. Find an odd number problem in 1.2 that you believe is not a sentence in logical sense. Explain your answer, right? So especially in the earlier ones, I give sort of starter questions or assignment questions. Later, as you'll see, it's less of that, where you just discuss or ask questions that you have. And then there's always this ask your professor discussion forum. That's for questions that aren't really content related. They're not about the week's reading or material. They're more about the course. Like, oh, I submitted homework and I don't see it in my grade book, or those kinds of things. All right. So that's what a typical module is going to look like. And remember, this is a weekly thing where it'll open on Monday morning and it'll close on Sunday night. All right. And in that week, you have to do the reading, you have to do the homework, and you have to post to the discussion forums. Right. Again, you can do that pretty much on your own schedule, except for the discussion has to happen over the course of the week. And I talk more about that in the course information. All right. But it's a pretty simple schedule once you get used to it. Do the reading early, then start working on homework. Use the discussion forums to get clear on the homework if you're confused. Watch the videos if you're confused. And then by the end of the week, you should have all the homework done and 5 discussion posts. Okay, a couple other features. This is a course schedule. Again, it's the same thing. Like if you go to course information, there's the course schedule. This is just a link to it over here so you can get to it easier. And again, this is the schedule for the whole summer semester. So every week. So you can see week by week, all the dates are there. Exam dates are there. Like here's exam 2, etc. So I put a link there just so it's easy to access. Messages you can use to send me or other students in the class emails. Their email is through Blackboard. So you just click on to. If you want to send to me, put my name there. Click on the arrow, puts me over here in the recipients. If you wanted to other students too, you can put them over there. Then you put your subject, say my grades or something, and then type your message here, and then just hit again over here, submit, and that'll submit the message. My grades, this should be empty now. Well, it's not. I have to fix that. But this will be empty at the beginning of the semester, and then as you submit homework and stuff, I'll post the grades to Blackboard so you can keep up. And then finally, the help is going to give you a link to Blackboard. This is Blackboard help. This is not OCC specific. It's Blackboard, anyone who uses Blackboard. But if you have questions, you can see there's a lot of different topics that have help content. Okay, so that's the quick tour of Blackboard for this site. If you find anything confusing, please feel free to ask. If you find things like wrong dates and things like that, let me know. Because this is the kind of thing where you carry courses over from one semester to the next. And, they always change, but sometimes dates don't get changed when they should and things like that. So feel free to let me know if you see anything that looks like a mistake or a wrong date or anything like that. And if you have any confusion about where you should be or what you should be doing, again, feel free to post questions in discussion forums, send me messages through course message, talk to other students, etc. All right, I hope that helps a little. See you guys in class soon.